morning, class. I am teacher Yoko-Ono, your student teacher for today. Because of our having pandemic situation, sit back, relax, and learn from our lesson for today. If we are all ready, let's get started. So for today's lesson, we are going to tackle about the genre or form of a drama under the elements of the stage arts. Drama is divided into categories of tragedy, comedy, melodrama, and tragicomedy. Each of these genre or forms subdivided by style and content. So the first genre or form of a drama is tragedy. Tragedy is an imitation of an action that is serious, complete, and of a certain magnitude. Tragedy is presented in the form of action, not narrative. It will arouse pity, fear in the audience as it witnesses the action. It allows for an arousal of this pity and fear and creates an effect of purgation of catharsis of the strong emotions by the audience. So I have here an example of tragedy drama. So the second one is comedy. Comedy should have the view of a comic spirit and is a physical and energetic. It is tied up in rebirth and renewal. This is the reason most comedy end in wedding, which suggests a union of couple and the expected birth of children. In comedy, there is absence of pain and emotional reactions, as with tragedy, and replace use of man's intellect. The behavior of the characters presented in comedy is ludicrous. So I have here an example of comedy drama. The third one is melodrama. Melodrama of disaster and differs from tragedy significantly in that forces outside of the protagonist cause of all the significant events of the plot. All the aspects of related guilt and responsibility of the protagonist are removed. The protagonist is usually a victim of circumstances. He is acted upon by the protagonist or anti-hero and suffers without having aspect responsibility and inability of faith. I have here an example of melodrama. The fourth one is tragicomedy. Tragicomedy, most like of all genres. It is non-judgmental and ends with no absolutes. It focuses on character relationships and allows society and state of continuous flux. There is a mix of comedy and tragedy, side by side, and in these types of plays. So I have here an example of tragicomedy. Dramatic structure involves the overall framework or method by which the playwright uses to organize the dramatic material or an action. We have here the basic characteristic of the cause-effect arrangements. First is clear exposition of situation. Second is preparation for future events. Third is unexpected but logical reversal, continuous mounting suspense, and obligatory scenes, and last is logical resolution.